Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Trauma Center Under the Knife 2. So it seemed kind of like we were at the end of the game before, but I have a sinking feeling, because this is a new Chapter 7 and it's not written as like some weird code like Patient Z7 or something like they did with all the extra hard stuff afterwards, and we didn't really get a proper credits or anything interesting like that, that we're still not done with the bad guys, and we have one more chapter to go, probably. So, let's start with the secret patient and see what's up with that. Oh yeah, game's definitely not over, I can feel it. We still got a good chapter left of dealing with the real bad guys or something. While the operations of the medical terrorist group Delphi are being dismantled, it's been confirmed that Heinrich von Ratenu, the leader, will be tried under international law. This news comes as a result of several nations' insistence that his crimes were utterly inhumane. In a related story, the Hands of Eclipsis is being lauded for the suppression of the guilt terrorism. The investigations being conducted on these attacks are reaching their final stages as...
Derek.
Listening to news like that gives you mixed feelings, doesn't it, Dr. Stiles? I imagine the entire situation was painful for you. Well, I have my own thoughts on the subject, but for now, I'm just going to concentrate on the thyroid operation I'm performing today. Yeah, I'm glad that the guilt terrorism is finally over, but we've still got problems. I mean, people are starting to think Caduceus is practically old-fashioned compared to the HOA. We didn't even get any credit for what we did during the raid. That necrosis serum and the PGS medication. The HOA has made themselves quite indispensable, except for the fact that the serum didn't work, although they wouldn't have gotten anywhere if it weren't for us. I guess that's everything. I'll be taking a few days of vacation early next week. I'm sorry I'll be gone while everyone is so busy.
Hey.
Don't worry, Heather. You've been really overworked lately, so I'm glad you're taking a break. Besides, we haven't had nearly as many PGS patients to take care of lately. We have our rivals to thank for that. Ironic, isn't it? Yes, and Acropolis Pharmaceutical has been making a lot of big advancements too. Hard to believe that they were subjected to a terrorist attack recently. I know. But it seems like guilt is going to become a disease of the past pretty soon, until the third game, when it comes out again as post guilt. Treatments for it have been almost completely established now. Oh, could you put those old sheets in the bin over there? Sure. By the way, have you seen the charts for that patient who's coming in? No, and it's weird that we haven't received them yet, since her procedure's already been scheduled. I've already filed 2 requests with the office. I'm going to have to complain. Wow, they need to get their act together. I'm sure that's not going to come up in about 5 minutes. This is confidential information that only key staff members are privy to. No one within the general staff can be notified until the truth of the matter has been confirmed. Oh, I see.
Well...
There are rumors that similar cases have emerged at Caduceus' overseas branches. And now we'll be able to see it for ourselves. Our source on the inside risked his life for this. We're in his debt. We have, like, spies? I never imagined his investigation on the Juarez case would lead to this. Yes, and it's hard to say what's to come. But the answer has to be found, regardless. I think we have to put our faith in Derek. I told him about the operation, but I didn't give him any details on the patient's condition. He shed light on the shadows cast by guilt before. Hopefully he can do it again.
Hey.
I wonder why they were so insistent that we perform this operation at night. Because he's allergic to sunlight. I heard that the patient is being transported from overseas. So it might be an urgent operation. Still, Chief Gasol kept reminding us not to talk about it with anyone. Doesn't that bother you a little, Dr. Stiles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's also weird that the patient's condition was never explained to us. I'm sure that the Chief must have his reasons.
Yes.
Chief, we're ready. Alright then, let's begin. After we discuss the patient's condition, you have to begin the operation immediately. Was the onset of the patient's ailment so fast that they couldn't even provide us with the charts?
Well...
The patient's condition did worsen rather abruptly, but there's a reason that we've had to keep this highly classified. Classified? The patient's name is Annie Fisher. She's a professional tennis player. A celebrity, huh? She's gotten popular lately. I heard she's been rising through the ranks.
Okay.
Yes, but her popularity isn't the reason it's being kept a secret. 10 days ago, she suddenly began feeling pain in her abdomen, so she had it examined. The cause of her pain was finally determined. No, I take that back. We're not entirely sure yet. Wait, what do you mean? Her Chiral reaction is positive, but the analysis doesn't match any guilt types known to us. Something new?
Huh?
Then it's a new strain? It's a horrible thing to even consider, but it's too high of a possibility to ignore. None of the regular staff have been informed thus far. What we're telling you is top secret. But why now? Does this mean that Delphi is still out there? We're all curious about how it could have occurred, but that has to wait until after the operation. Right now, you need to ascertain the exact cause of the ailment and treat the patient accordingly.
I'm counting on you.
Miss Fisher's condition is very severe. Time is running out. I understand. I'll do everything I can. You'll have to make some tough judgment calls here, Derek. Don't quit your job if you mess it up. Operate with the utmost care. Don't do that thing where you freaked out last time, too. We don't have time for that crap right now. Lacerations on the small intestine, Chiral reaction positive, unknown, treat the laceration and discover the cause. Her test results indicate that a number of lacerations have formed on her small intestine. There are two objectives for this operation. Treat the lacerations on the small intestine and discover the laceration's cause.
Please be more careful.
We're going into this completely blind, Doctor. As am I. Please be careful. Understood.
Let's begin the operation.
Let's begin the operation. Oh man, gonna have to deal with a new thing. Hopefully it's not super annoying.
Let's begin the operation.
Okay, let's get started. We know absolutely nothing about the guilt we're dealing with here, Doctor. Please be careful. I understand. I'm going to be very cautious. Yes. She'll probably be fine. Hopefully. Alright, let's check the damage. Just some normal lacerations. Probably nothing serious. Alright, after this...
Huh?
Convulsions?
Detecting chiral
Chiral reaction detected. Something is emerging. Whoa, oh hi there. You're ugly. Oh, I love this music so much. It's so good. The convulsions have stopped, but this... What do we do? We've never seen this kind of guilt before. I don't know, I'd wager a good laser is usually a good way to start. This is really it. A new type of guilt.
Alright.
But you're right. We'll just have to try things out. Do you see anything odd about its center? Maybe like an eye that we could possibly hit with a laser?
Understood.
Yes, it does look like some of its functions are concentrated there. Let's try to do damage to it at that point.
It's working.
Yep, of course. Why don't we get that scalar laser? Doesn't seem to like having that done to it.
What?
It burst. Did we destroy it? Highly unlikely.
Wait.
No, the chiral reaction hasn't changed at all. But the laser did manage to split the tissue from that object in the center. Doctor, I think the thing in the middle must be the core.
Alright.
Then now's our chance. I'm going to extract it with the forceps. Wait, what are those spores floating around it? They look very spory. Could they be trying to protect the core?
Please be careful.
Doctor, try to extract the core without... Oh, I see. It's just like the laser puzzles. Without touching the luminous spores or the shards. This is going to be difficult.
Be more careful. What are you doing?
Ah,
Doctor?
crap. The shards have gathered and recombined, and the core became active again because we couldn't extract it. We need to be careful when carrying the core to the tray. The gill moved instantly from one location to another. Lacerations have formed as well, but I think we should check the area it was at before it moved.
Use the scalpel.
Well, I messed up there, unfortunately. Man, I feel like I'm not getting anything done.
Vitals dropping.
In fact, I might, in fact, be getting nothing done. Let me, I feel like you got a really bad start to this. Let me just restart this and try to get back to that bit with the, the pulling the core out. Because I got a really bad start to this, and I feel like this is going to be really hard to turn around with anything, honestly.
This.
Okay, I'm going to try something different. This is the third time. Let's try the healing touch, because I think at the moment these orbs are moving way too fast.
Please be careful.
Because I don't know, I've tried it a couple times, and it just seems like it's going to be pretty out there for me to actually get this done. Okay. Oh, is this going to be a multi-step thing? That's going to be annoying. Well, I guess that'll be fun.
This can't
The
be.
core we extracted regenerated. I think the shards combined together to regenerate it. How can we stop it if...
Angie.
It's okay, Angie, let's stay calm. Can you check for any changes in the Chiral reaction? Right away. Huh, Doctor? You were right. The Chiral reaction is decreased. It weakened because we extracted the core.
Understood.
Then we're on the right track. Let's keep using this procedure. Alright, sure. Laser the crap out of it. That always works, right? See if we can pull out the new core before that runs out. And get some more lasering in before we run out of this, maybe? Maybe not? Okay. Ah, crap. Here we go. And we gotta be careful. I did it. I did it.
Reaction is
I think if you take too long, you probably also get in trouble. The guild? Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
Use the scalpel.
We'll worry about those in a minute.
What are you doing,
Crap.
Doctor?
Yep, I know. I wonder what the best technique for dealing with this is, honestly.
Danger.
Like, I've been looking, and it seems difficult. We're gonna lose the patient.
Doctor.
I just can't boost their vitals enough is the problem. Some of these sutures aren't working. He just makes so many lacerations, and he does so much damage with the whole thing, I can barely get him back to any better state afterwards. Alright, let's try the laser again. Okay, that's better. A convulsion is occurring, but the Chiral reaction is weakening too. Oh wow, that's it? Okay. Chiral reaction negative. The convulsions have stopped as well. Well, so much for this new strain of guilt. Please treat the remaining wounds. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That one's got a bit of a learning curve to it, like most of them, but that was fun. I liked it. I was able to figure it out after a while.
Great work.
That concludes the operation. Well done. Same to you, Angie.
Very nice.
The way you figured out how to treat it was amazing, Doctor. Of course it was, of course, dear Angie. Yeah, that one's fun. At least it's better than the one that makes the stupid triangles all over the place and with the pins and the gas, and it's probably one of the worst ones. How about we senior surgeon? Yeah! Cool. I'll take it. Was I really in that much danger? There was nothing wrong with me a few weeks ago. But I'm glad I'm cured now. I must thank all of you.
Hey.
We realize that you're still in pain, Miss Fisher, but we need to ask you some questions. Did you eat any strange foods recently? Or like, talk to any strange people, cackling laughs, evil looks on their face, strange bases? It's important that we figure out how you got this. Anything you can tell us could save lives. Can you think of any aspects of your health that may have changed recently? My health? No, nothing comes to mind.
Excuse me.
Miss Fisher, the disease you had is extremely dangerous. Anything at all that you can tell us could be a clue. Please don't hold back. No, I really can't think of anything. Your tennis skill has drastically improved over a fairly short period of time. Oh boy. Is there anything you did that might have affected your ability?
Well...
We may have been able to save your life this time, Miss Fisher, but without your cooperation. It wasn't me, it was my trainer. He said it wouldn't be considered doping. Don't worry, we believe you. You're risking a lot to tell us this, and we appreciate it. He told me that there is this way I could build core strength, and he gave me a few injections that probably were filled with deadly diseases and viruses and stuff. He said it was an approved product of the pharmaceutical company that's sponsoring me. The supplement was simply amazing. Every day I was able to feel my body gaining strength, and my reflexes getting better. Since taking it, I've been able to master techniques that I had only started learning. That's when it crossed my mind that what I was doing might be wrong. Thank you, Miss Fisher. You've been very brave to tell us all of this. Now you're going to be arrested. Do you happen to remember the name of the pharmaceutical company? Something like Metropolis? You mean Acropolis? Gasp, who would have guessed that they might have in fact been slightly evil? Well, it would seem the loose ends are starting to tie themselves. Heh heh. Oh, I think we've figured them out. Yeah. We'll do this last bit, and then I think we'll be done for today. Don't worry. I've got my research department on it. They'll be able to confirm it soon. No, I have no intention of backpedaling. We'll find a way to treat it eventually. I expected there would be side effects. I know it's difficult, but this research is worth it. Yes, I'll talk to you soon. Sir, your car is ready. All right, I'll be right there. The driver wants to know if it's the usual place, sir. Yes. Contact me if anything happens while I'm gone. Don't even think about hesitating. We have some issues that need to be resolved. Understood, sir. I stand here silently.
All right, everyone.
I'm sure that was really important and all, that really cryptic conversation with almost no good information. This medicine significantly enhances bodily functions. We aren't talking about just motor skills either. It also has regenerative properties. Its main consumer base has been wealthy individuals, the majority of them athletes. Needless to say, the profit margins for Acropolis have been extremely high. So that's where they're getting all their money. That's some crazy stuff. No wonder people are shelling out major cash for it. Victor, I'd like your opinion on the matter.
Damn it.
Do I even need to explain all the things wrong with this medication? The worst part is that it's probably a derivative of guilt. I'd be willing to bet that they're performing all kinds of illegal research over there. That's a serious crime. Guilt research was outlawed under international law. And athletes could be just the beginning. They could tap into even larger markets with this. Yeah, putting aside their complete lack of morals, the technology itself is incredible. I'm sure they created that guilt necrosis serum from the same research. Artificially structured amino acids, the embedding of genetic factors. The technology they possess is extremely effective in creating new guilt. Amino acids? Dr. Stiles, that experiment they had you do, who would have guessed? They even used that for guilt research? This is outrageous. I know those children puzzles. Speaking of enhancements, do you think this is how the HOA doctors acquired the healing touch? It would be a logical assumption that they were given the same medicine. Then they're all prone to attacks by this new guilt. Yes, we must hurry and come up with a treatment plan. Derek, I want you and the team to create a step-by-step procedure based on Miss Fisher's operation.
Yes.
I'll do whatever I can to help, Chief. I'm also going to contact the other branches of Caduceus to request reports of similar cases. Once we have enough evidence, we'll be able to mount a case against Acropolis and the HOA. Things would have gone much worse if not for the inside information we received. Inside information, huh? You mean we have a spy?
Okay.
Yep. We asked a certain individual to infiltrate the hands of Eclipsius. That individual's report is what led us to Miss Fisher. Can you tell us who this person is? Director? It should be fine, as long as it stays in this room. Angie, it was your father who volunteered to do this. Even if it meant that it would hurt your feelings by keeping a secret from you.
Father.
My father? So that's why. I'm terribly sorry about the circumstances, but as you can see, it was necessary. I hope you understand. Well, I guess that explains why her father was a bit of a jerk. Mom, it's been a while since I came to see you. I'm sorry. I've been busy lately. There's this disease out there called guilt that's caused a lot of pain. Remember? We talked about how scary it was when you were still well. I wish we could talk like that again.
Heather.
Ah, you're here.
Father.
It's been a while, Father. Oh, that's her dad. I heard you come to see Mom pretty often. Wasn't this just like one big, happy, terrible family? This is the only place where I can find peace in my life. Tracy, we're both here today. Hard to believe it's been 3 years since your accident.
Tracy.
But your gentle expression never fades. Tracy, if I could, I would wake you up right now. Nothing ever goes like I plan it. Your accident and my daughter. Who won't even listen to me now? Dad, please don't start this in front of Mom. Where else, Heather? The only place I have a chance to speak to you is at her side. Are you still clinging to the mistake you've made in choosing your career? If you stay in the medical field, you'll be spending the rest of your life serving people. Don't you think your mother wants what's best for you? All I ask is that you listen to my advice. if I do that, then next you'll be choosing who I marry, where I live, and how many kids I'll have. That's not how I want to live my life. Would you say that to me if I was your real father? Dun, dun, dun. It's never too late. You can always start your life over. I'm currently working as a surgical assistant at Caduceus and losing my voice. I've heard a lot about you lately, and your Hands of Eclipsius. You've created an impressive medical group, and in such a short amount of time. But no matter how many great doctors you employ, you can't wake up Mom. At least I've come to terms with that. You should too. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm gonna go home for today. I'll come back soon. You're not my real dad.
No.
You are mistaken, Heather. No, Bios, Siege, and Athlete, Veneal Guilt. If only I could say more. More cryptic nonsense. It's a rather unexpected turn of events, but we'll be conducting an investigation on the HOA. They're being charged with a violation of pharmaceutical regulations. But in actuality, there's a suspicion that they've been illegally researching guilt. You mean that they were involved with the guilt terrorism? They were our ally against Delphi, which is why it's so suspicious. Nothing is certain yet, but it's a possibility that they have guilt in their possession. And just so you know, this inquiry also names Acropolis Pharmaceutical as a participant. We'll be contacting Caduceus to provide medical backup for the mission. Tomorrow's the day. Make sure your men are fully prepared. Oh boy, we're doing a raid on the HOA now? Truth unveiled, which means that they probably do in fact have guilt there. Alright, yeah, we'll get into that next time. For anybody who watches my Banshee's Last Cry series, it may be a day or two before we can get that back going because I had a problem with my phone today, and I had to, thankfully I backed it up beforehand, but I had to reset it and stuff like that. So right now, I don't have my recording software, and I don't have my save file. Well, I do have my save file actually, but I don't have my recording software. So it's gonna take a day before I can get back that back on there, and then we'll get started with that. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed our adventures in Trauma Center with the secret patient and the tainted medicine and the truth unveiled. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in next time. Bye.